Okay, Mike Wright here with Taxwright, and I'm going to show you how to set up a couple of new checking accounts in the QuickBooks Online and connect them to your bank. So this is the dashboard screen that we start with, and where we want to go first is to Accounting and click on Chart of Accounts. By the way, this is the sample company that the QuickBooks provides for training use. And so what goes on here is the sample, and it'll work exactly the same way on your account, even though the names and the numbers will obviously be a little different. So here's the chart of accounts. You notice we start here with the checking and savings accounts, but what we want to do is to add the new checking accounts, bank accounts, whatever they are, for your company. So we come over here, press the new button. Excuse me. We're doing a bank account. It's a checking account. And so we want to type the new name here. And the new name here, I usually use the name of the bank, the type of account it is, and the last 2 or 3 or 4 numbers of the bank account itself, just to be sure to avoid any confusion. In the description, you can either leave it blank or you can put in whatever you want. Let's say paying payroll and payroll taxes. And so then we save and close. Chart of accounts reloads. And it's coming, and there's the bank account right there. Now, if you have another account that you want to add, you want to do that now. And so in this case, it's bank, it's also checking, but this will have another name. This will be my bank operations, and the 3 numbers. And this is the operating account. And we save and close. Now, if you have more than 2 accounts to add, 2 bank accounts to add, you would continue to add them at this point. But I want you to notice one little difference here. These bank accounts that are built into the sample program show these arrows, which indicate that these accounts are connected to a bank, which means that as bank transactions are connected, they're presented in the bank account in QuickBooks Online. So we want to make that happen for these 2 accounts here, and we do that by coming over here to the menu on the far right. We click Connect Bank. Excuse me. And this is where you will have to follow your own devices. You put in the name of your bank here. This is the name of a bank that I'm aware of, and you'll notice there are a variety of ones here that you can select. The one I'm interested in is here in Indiana, but it doesn't matter. Whatever the name of the bank is you're after, this is where you go find it. You click on that choice, and this will allow you to connect. Since you already have a free trial, you don't want to do that. But here's what you will do next. Once you click the button so that it comes to your bank, you will go through the process of logging in just as you do online all the time. What will happen is, once you are logged in, the screen will present you with a dialog box that allows you to identify your actual accounts with the account names that we just created. So you'll remember I put in my bank payroll 123. So when you get to your bank account and you see that your bank account number, which ends in 123, that's the account you want to attach to the QuickBooks account that contains those 3 numbers. As you go down the list, then you will find the next account. As you'll recall, it was called Operations 234. And so you'll be picking the account that ends in 234. The names that you create in QuickBooks are for your QuickBooks use. They don't necessarily represent any nicknames or anything else that your bank has. So that's how you match the accounts up. Also, if you have more accounts at that bank than you have in QuickBooks, this is also how you segregate those accounts that will not show up in QuickBooks by identifying those particular items. Anyway, once you get through that process and we let it go back and we finish that, then when you get done with logging in, what you should see, and of course I can't show you because of the nature of this sample, what you should see is, and it is loading slowly, I apologize, you'll see those arrows now on these two accounts here. Then what happens, if you click on the banking menu choice, we let that come up. And again, we can see another opportunity to add an account, which we can click and go look, and we're back to the screen, which allows us to connect to the bank. Once those accounts are connected, they will show up. They will show up. Yeah. I'm sorry, we're taking a tour and I didn't intend to. They will show up here across the top, and then you'll be ready to start identifying the numbers as they come through from the bank. So that's a quick view of how you set up a new account for banking.